The rain beat against the thatched roof, a steady drumming that matched the rhythm of my heart. I sat in the dimly lit chamber, a tapestry of dark blues and greens hanging on the wall, casting eerie shadows. The air was thick with the scent of parchment and ink, mingling with the faint smell of lavender from the nearby vase. I had been summoned by Lord Rivenwood, the cunning and manipulative steward of the Eastern Marches. His request was unusual, a meeting in the dead of night, the hour when shadows whisper secrets. I had been on the brink of a well-earned rest, the weight of the day's events pressing upon my weary shoulders. But duty called, and I had come. The chamber was empty except for the steward and myself. Lord Rivenwood's face was a mask of calm, his eyes assessing as he took a seat across from me. "You have been a silent observer, Lady Vale," he began, his voice a smooth thread of silk. "And you have seen much, too much perhaps." My fingers played with the edge of my cloak, a nervous tick. "I am here to serve, Lord Rivenwood." "Serve, yes, but the time of silence has passed. The game is changing, and you must choose your side." My heart raced. The game he spoke of was the intricate dance of politics and power that had been the backdrop of my life for as long as I could remember. "And what side am I to choose, Lord Rivenwood?" I asked, my voice steady despite the turmoil churning within me. "The side of the Eastern Marches, of course. We have needs and you have knowledge. Together we can bring about a new era of peace and prosperity." The words hung in the air, heavy with the weight of expectation. I knew the Eastern Marches, a land of harsh winters and rugged people, had ambitions that stretched beyond the borders of their province. But peace and prosperity, that was a farce. The land was ripe with strife, and the people were weary of the constant struggle for power. "Or," Lord Rivenwood continued, his tone dropping into a whisper, "you can choose the side of the Western Crown. They have offered you a place among their ranks, a seat at the highest table." The Western Crown, my thoughts flickered to the king's court, a place of intrigue and danger. The Western Crown was a land of endless ambition, where the line between friend and foe was as blurred as the morning mist. "And what do I gain by choosing either?" I asked, my voice barely above a murmur. Lord Rivenwood smiled, a chilling expression that sent a shiver down my spine. "You gain power, Lady Vale, and power, as you well know, is a tool that can be wielded to shape the world to your will." I felt a surge of anger, a hot tide that threatened to overwhelm the cautious observer I had become. "And what if I choose neither? What if I remain neutral?" The steward's smile widened, revealing a row of sharp teeth. "Then, Lady Vale, you will become an obstacle, and obstacles, as you may have learned, are removed." The chamber was silent save for the distant echo of the rain. I felt the weight of his words settle upon me, the gravity of the choices before me. And then, as if on cue, the door to the chamber burst open, and a figure stepped into the light. It was Lady Seraphine, the daughter of the Western Crown, a woman of beauty and ambition. Her eyes were cold as she approached, her hand extended towards me. "Welcome," Lady Vale, she said, her voice a velvet threat. It seems the game has already begun without you. The door slammed shut behind her, leaving us in the dark, the tension between us palpable. Lord Rivenwood chuckled, a sound that sent a chill down my spine. And so, the game continues, he said. Choose well, Lady Vale, for the cost of your silence is high. As the door closed, I knew that my decision had already been made. I had seen the truth, and the veil of neutrality had been torn away. The world was a stage, and I was a player, whether I liked it or not. The chapter ends with the door shutting, leaving joyful Morning Vale alone with her thoughts, the weight of the world's secrets resting upon her shoulders. The reader is left in suspense, knowing that the game has begun, and the stakes are as high as they have ever been.